It's Gomez and Company here as we welcome in our pal Joe Convertino Jr. from CH Insurance for our Cup of Joe this morning. Joe, how are you?
Good morning, Gomez.
Yeah, we're just kind of chatting offline here before coming on that I think 2 weeks from today, my golf league gets underway at the Links, and I'm looking at the forecast and some snow falling downtown right now, a little bit.
Oh, what's the saying? April snow brings May flowers, or is it? Which one was it?
I think this is the last. This is it, and then I think there's always the fake spring. We had it already, so it's actually a good sign, I think.
Yeah, I agree. This is going to soften up the greens and fairways for us, Gomez.
Exactly.
It's going to really put that extra layer where the ball will draw to the fairway or greens for us.
Just like on television.
That's right.
Just like on TV. Hey, Joe, this one I kind of ran across. I want to run by you. Abbott and Costello, the legendary old-time comedy team, very successful, obviously, legendary. They had, and at the time, I don't know what year here, a $250,000 policy that I would think in today's dollars would be in the millions, I'm assuming. If this was in the the 40s, I don't know. But they had a $250,000 policy that would pay out if an argument ever split them up.
Wow.
Does that sound legit? Because sometimes I see these, and
it could be, and they've had a lot of arguments. But Gomez, who's on first?
Exactly. Is that Abbott and Costello, or is that that is Abbott, right? I get them mixed up.
That was Abbott and Costello. Who's on first? No, he's on third. Remember
second.
that?
Yeah.
Oh my.
They're in the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. It's like one of those trivia night trivia questions that pops up once in a while.
Oh, that was unbelievable. But, hey, I think there's insurance for everything if they split up. It's similar to probably two business owners today, Gomez, take out disability and life insurance policies. If something happens to one another, the policy allows someone to buy them out or pay for stock that maybe they owe someone else. So bringing it to real world today. But back then, if they had an argument and split up, probably to get another partner that was like one or the other, which would have been tough to do because they were so good.
Wow. So it's kind of like they use this as the example, but that's a legit thing that you would insure, a partner, a business partner.
Yeah, but probably not in today's world, not for, if they had an argument. It'd have to be probably a death or a disability in today's world.
There's a text,
in today's world.
A text question here for you, Joe, if you had one more quick minute. Someone wants to know about sump pump coverage. Is that a thing? Because obviously we live in an area, and sump pumps very important, and when they don't work, then there's problems.
Yeah. Well, kind of leading into with April, with hopefully rain, in the winter it's melt off of snow, but water does a lot of damage inside a house or inside a business. So, a lot of homes, if there's a sump pump down there, make sure you talk to your agent on the homeowner's coverage. There's endorsements for the policy for sump pump backup coverage. So if the sump pump breaks and obviously water, spills out in the basement, you could get up to $10,000 worth of damage, not to replace the sump pump, but to fix resulting damage. It could disrupt your basement. But water's tricky. You ever been involved in any type of water issues at your house? It's awful.
Oh, terrible. From, mold to just damage to, I know people who have had flooded basements. They'll go away on vacation. Sump pump stops. They come home, and now they're getting a new furnace.
Oh, it's awful. I had a situation where, I'm going to say 10 years ago, Gomez, we were out all day with the kids. We come home in the door, and I hear this the back of a water hose in the washer basically was dripping all day, and you couldn't believe the water in my, upstairs that dripped down into the basement. It's awful. So there's endorsements for water backup. Most policies give you $5,000 or $10,000, but again, talk to your agent about going up to $25,000 or $50,000. It might be $10 a year to put that on.
Good tip. And
$10. It's inexpensive and it's definitely worth it. Hey, I wanted to ask you, what about the Yankees?
They're awful. You know, they're struggling. They got I think a decent bullpen. And I'm trying to think of some other. Oh, they won last night. They'll be playing again today. But they're not the team that I think a lot of us thought they might be.
Even last night, because I knew we were going to chat lightly about it, that they win, but they won last night with a wild pitch and a walk. I mean, it's tough. They're all struggling, but hey, it's a long season. I think they're going to be okay. You just got to get a few wins under your belt and have the momentum moving forward, and they should be fine.
Well, still fun to watch and great to listen to here on the home of New York Yankee baseball here, TK99 and TK105. Cool.
Beautiful.
Hey, Joe, thanks as always. We'll talk in a couple of weeks. It's Joe Convertino Jr. from CH Insurance and our Cup of Joe.
This is Gomez and Company on TK99 and TK105, Syracuse's Classic Rock.